So for the second part of module 1, we'll talk about where do you even start, what you need to calculate your operational costs, where you're supposed to begin all of the calculations for the pricing. From there, we will learn more about how calculating your cost will affect your pricing model. Let's do this. Little note about this part of the course. What you might need is very, very different from what another designer might need, and it all depends on your location, on your experience. Also, it depends on other factors. All of these factors should be accounted for when it comes to calculating your operational costs. So your operational cost means everything that you need to keep your business running, from rent, utility, software, subscriptions, from anything that you might need to keep your business running, even including food, insurance, licenses, commuting costs. All of these are considered an operational cost. It's the cost of running your business. I'll be attaching a sheet here on Notion. You can calculate your operational cost easily because it's a template and the calculation is already built in. While calculation is not for everybody, when math is not your friend, it certainly is not mine. But to calculate your operational cost, what you need to do is list all of the monthly expenses and divide them by the number of hours that you work during that month. And you need to add this amount on top of a baseline cost, which will give you your hourly rate. Even if you don't decide to charge hourly, it's kind of good to have a baseline on what your hourly rate is like, because then you'll understand how it's relevant when you're tracking time later on. One more benefit of knowing your hourly fee, you'll be able to delegate chores and you'll be able to understand how much your hour is worth. This is how people get richer, because once you understand that this is the value of your time, you'll start delegating mundane things to people who actually charge less for their hour. Example, cleaning a house. If I charge $150, I can get an hour's worth of work. If I hire someone who can help me clean my house for $50, for example, for the entire hour, then I'm actually making money, because there's like this added benefit of doing something, because you can't do everything, right? So you'll understand the value of your time once you understand your hourly fee. So here's an example of expenses of hourly rate that you can calculate. You have rent and electrical bills, phone bills, water bills, office rent, and any other expenses. You can just click on new to add a new expense if you need to, or you can remove it simply by clicking on delete. Notion is very easy to operate with. I'll be leaving a tutorial on how to use Notion as well for your ease of reference. But in case, for example, your rent costs 2,000 dirhams, dollars, or whatever, this is what your hourly rate would be like, and this is the summed cost of that. And you need to do this per month. This is assuming that you're working 8 hours per day. So it's 8 hours multiplied by 30, which is the month. And then this is the number that you would get. So it's, I think, 160 hours. If you write the cost here, it will be immediately divided by that number of hours. And then you will find the sum right here. Now, when we're talking about the baseline calculator, these are some suggested rates. So to calculate your hourly fee, what you need to do is you start by baseline cost, which is on the Notion sheet. You'll find at the end of it is the different baseline costs depending on your experience. And of course, you can even expand to the location as well and understand how your location affects that price. And of course, you can adjust it for operational cost. Take that number, whatever number that you got on the hourly rate, and you will add it up with the baseline. So for example, if you get that your operational cost is $12.5 per hour, then what you will do is you will add it up with the baseline cost, and that will give you your hourly rate. Now, a lot of people are confused about the hourly rate. I was confused about the hourly rate before, and I thought that what you would do is just charge 12.5 per hour. That's not how you do it at all. This is a very different profession. Some professions where it's minimum wage, of course they do that, which is very heartbreaking, but you know what? We're business owners and we need to make sure that we are doing the best we can to rise up our business. So this is the way to go. Of course, a very important note here is to review and adjust your pricing regularly. Every project you take should be an increase to that price, because you have developed one more project into the portfolio, and you've earned yourself a raise, because every project is experience earned. Now, this is an optional exercise, but I really suggest that you do it. And it's basically to reach out to other designers in your area and understand how much they charge. How would you do that? I have a very good story for you. I've known that acquaintance, and she was very brave. She went to different fit out forums in the UAE. She pretended to be a client just to get how they gauge their prices, and how they price their product, and how far would they play along. I'm not saying this is super ethical. This is a very good way to understand how others price for their businesses in case if they don't gatekeep. I know a lot of people gatekeep, but you'd be surprised on how open people would be if you just ask them. If she went there and just flat asked about how they charge, they would help her too. So it's a good idea to make a community around you, especially on social media, where you know exactly where all the designers are, and you build these kind of relationships where you can ask back and forth on how much others charge, just to understand how the location affects your pricing. An important note here is that even though we're doing a market research and we're trying to understand how others are pricing, that doesn't mean that they're not struggling. Like, a lot of people are pricing way too low or way too high, and they're still struggling from paycheck to paycheck. So it's important to understand that your own situation might be different, and what you want to do, adjust and test until you get it right.